So, as an author, watching a movie or TV series isn't the same for me. And I don't know how much of my fellow authors out there this impacts. But for example, I'm so excited to see that on Netflix, Logan Lucky is on there. And it's not just Channing Tatum and Adam Driver and Daniel Craig being part of that reason. The reason is because there's something about this story that I love so much. The storytelling is a pure joy. And it's like, I encourage y'all to get with your significant others, get with some friends, and just sit down and enjoy this movie for what it is. It is a redneck heist movie that's comical. Sure. But let's talk about the fact that the entire story pivots on character development, right? It's very character driven. Logan Lucky, the title of the movie, is purely about the idea that we have a family who is horribly unlucky. And you know this because, one, our main character, Channing Tatum, has a limp. And you find out the story behind that. Two, you meet his brother, Adam Driver. I know, what a combo. And he's a one-armed bartender. And three, their sister is the classic West Virginia hair salonist, but she gets pulled over every time. And, and they talk about the unlucky, the family curse all the time. But it's the character interaction and the fact that every character is horribly flawed. Both physically in some regards, and emotionally, and PTSD. Like, there's so many layers to these onions that are in play. But the idea that they're so tired of being down on their luck that they come together, these two brothers pull people together, mainly the big brother, to freaking rob the raceway. And how it unfolds, and the fact that the storytelling is in such a way that we have a horribly flawed character who's tired of being unlucky, right? And decides to do something about it. And he knows the flaws of everyone he's interacting with. And his theme is pretty much that shit happens, right? And he's accounting for that. It's even on his robbery plan. Yes, he has a robbery plan. And cauliflower will be a new catchphrase between you and your friends. But despite that, and all the humor and everything, pay attention that we have a flawed character who knows he's flawed, who acknowledges that he can't overcome his flaws, that the characters he's interacting with, including his family, can't overcome their flaws, and he accounts for it while this heist unfolds. And it's that self-awareness that we don't get very often in storytelling that is worthwhile. I also tell people all the time that this is also a great movie if you're looking for where you're rooting for the bad guy. Technically, they're the bad guys. They're robbers, right? But, when your tech guy has a mullet and he says, I know all the tweeters and stuff, yeah, you got freaking Daniel Craig playing as a redneck bomb junkie by the name of Joe Bang. How can you resist? And if this movie doesn't speak to authors enough, there is a wonder scene, and yes, you can look it up on YouTube. It's the prison scene where they're negotiating with the warden, played by Dwight Yoakam, and they start getting in an argument about George R.R. Martin. Come on. So, authors, check out this movie. Pay attention to how you can use characters to drive a plot, to add plot twist, and still be mysterious, even though everything's revealed in some strange way. But yeah, Netflix movie called Logan Lucky. And like I said, I do this a lot, so I'll start sharing some author advice teamed with you have to go watch. People who have attended my writing panels or workshops hear me talk about this all the time. Fellow authors who just hang out with me often hear me suggest stuff or talk about stuff or have you seen. And this is one of those examples. So spend the weekend, watch Logan Lucky, and enjoy character development and a plot built on characters' flaws. It is an amazingly well done thing. See you guys on the flip side.